Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now in today's video, we're going to be checking out a brand new smartphone from Poco, which actually got me a little bit confused in my mind. Now the device that I'm talking about here, as you can see from the title above, is all about the brand new Poco X4 Pro 5G. Now the reason why I'm saying it's so confusing here is because these days, phone manufacturers always tend to go up on their previous models by giving us more power. But in the case of the Poco X4 Pro, this is something that is a little bit strange because it seems like it is going down. So in today's review, let me share with you my personal experience after using the Poco X4 Pro for almost a week now. In fact, slightly more than a week if I recall correctly. Let me share with you my personal experience before you actually make that purchase decision. Now, of course, if you do support the channel, I would appreciate it 1,000 times if you could just drop a like, sub to the channel. It really helps out the channel. It's just one click. Thank you so much. Let us begin. Now, in terms of pricing, obviously I do not have the official prices yet because I'm reviewing this before the official launch. But based on the X3 Pro from the previous generation, which actually was launched almost a year ago, the price was approximately RM999 here in Malaysia, and that means it is approximately $240. Now, for that money, you should be able to get 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal memory, which is exactly the device that I have here. So I'm expecting the price to be similar because once again, we're not seeing much of a spec bump over here. Alright, so now done with the price, let's talk a little bit about the good stuff. Well, there's definitely good things to talk about the X4 Pro, and the first one is actually in terms of the design. Well, with the X4 Pro in 2022, we're getting a much better design. It looks so much more classier. The entire back panel here looks like it's made of glass. Again, I can't confirm if it's glass thick or something like that, but it is a very premium looking device compared to the previous X3 Pro. Now at the top, you do have this very large camera cutout, which reminds you of previous Poco devices, and it's actually very similar to something of a corporate image. Samsung has that on their devices, and I'm glad to see that Poco has their own corporate image on the X4 Pro. Now you will notice that we have a triple camera setup on the back of this huge camera cutout, and on the sides it is actually quite flat, although you cannot actually stand the phone on its own. The sides here are also fully blacked out. I like that about it. And if you take a close look at the back panel, you'll notice that we have this sort of disco lights going on whenever you shift the device from left to right. I'm not sure who actually fancies that. Me personally, I think it looks alright. Apart from that, if you just take a look at the top, notice that we still have the headphone jack on the Poco X4 Pro. Again, another good thing there. And at the bottom, you do have your Type-C port together with those stereo speakers. Now, it's worth mentioning that the SIM card tray here either supports 2 SIM cards or it will support 1 SIM card and 1 micro SD memory card. That is your choice, but we do get the chance to expand that memory. Alright, so now done with the design. Overall, I think it is a very good design coming from the Poco X3 Pro. I will consider this an upgrade in terms of the design and much better build quality. Now let's move on and talk about the next thing, and that's actually the display. Now in terms of the display, it is also a huge upgrade here because previously we were actually using a LCD display on the X3 Pro, but when it comes to the X4 Pro, we actually get an AMOLED panel. Now in terms of the numbers, I'm sure you want to know that it is a 6.67-inch 1080p AMOLED display that refreshes at 120 Hz. Now in terms of the touch sampling rate, I am not really sure what it is, but I'm guessing it is probably 360 Hz compared to last year's 240 Hz. Now what this means is that everything is going to be buttery smooth here. Obviously with the upgraded AMOLED display, colors, everything just looks so much better on the Poco X4 Pro. The display is one of the best upgrades that I've seen on this Poco device. Apart from that, brightness levels do get pretty high as well. I have never had any issues looking at this display under the bright hot sun here in Malaysia. So that's something that you should also take note. And last but not least, it's also worth pointing out that this display here also supports Netflix on HD. It is the Widevine L1 level, so definitely if you want to watch a lot of Netflix, don't worry, it will support your Netflix movies all in HD. So that's what I can say about the display. Good stuff there as well. Now let's move on to the things that doesn't look too good, and this is where it comes to the processor. Now I'm sure you guys know by now, or maybe you do not know, but this device, the Poco X4 Pro, is powered by the Snapdragon 695, and again, this is not a very powerful processor. Now on the X3 Pro back then, we had a Snapdragon 860, which wasn't the latest processor, but it did offer quite a fair bit of power for the price that it's asking for. Now with the Snapdragon 695 here, what you can expect just in terms of benchmarks, just to give you a brief idea, is a drop in performance of between 30 to 40% just based on benchmark numbers alone. So you can tell that it is actually a huge downgrade just in terms of the performance. But let me talk about real world use. We don't want to always refer to just benchmark scores. Well, I would say that just in terms of real world use, again, that experience was actually quite bad. What I mean by that is as soon as I used the phone, just browsing around, navigating through the apps and all that, I noticed that the device was significantly slower in terms of just speeds and smoothness compared to the Poco X3 Pro from previous generations. Even when you drag down the notification center or you just launch basic apps like the calendar, the weather and all that, sometimes you will see a bit of a jitter in the UI itself, and I think that does not give for a very good user experience. Part of me thinks that this is due to the Snapdragon 695 either being underpowered or being not optimized well enough for the Poco X4 Pro, but somehow I feel that Poco should have at least given a Snapdragon 700 series processor on the X4 Pro. So again, that is just one of the main downsides of this device. Now that's just in terms of the processing power. I want to talk a little bit about the cameras as well. So on paper, it looks like you have an upgraded sensor. You do have a 108 megapixel main sensor, you have an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and you have a 2 megapixel macro lens, which honestly speaking, again, is not too much use. Now in this case, I did take the Poco X4 Pro and take a couple of photos, and as you can see on the screens, of course, when everything is just smallened down, you will notice that it is actually looking quite alright. But I noticed that there's quite a fair bit of noise, lost in detail on the photos itself, so it just doesn't look like a great photo. Now, obviously, this is not a premium or flagship device, so you can't really expect excellent photos. But at this price point, I have definitely seen some better taking photos devices in the market today. So in terms of just the cameras, I'm not too pleased with it. I would say that even in night mode, it is able to show pictures quite well. That means that it actually brightens up the environment. But again, there's a lot of loss in detail, so I don't think it is a great camera on the Poco X4 Pro. Now, in terms of the battery, you do get a 5000 mAh battery in this guy, and it is slightly lesser than last year's model, which comes with a 5160 mAh battery. But the good news here is that you do have a nice upgrade in terms of the charging speeds. Now, what I mean by that is that it does come with 67-watt charger in the box, and it supports that kind of fast charge. It is actually very fast. It does 50% in just 15 minutes. And if you charge your device from 0 to 100%, it's only 40 minutes. So very, very quick charging. Definitely have to applaud Poco for giving us that kind of fast charging speeds on a budget, sort of budget mid-range device here. So quite good with that, definitely pleased with that. Now before we go, there's just a couple more little items that I want to point out. Let's talk about the stereo speakers. Stereo speakers wise, the sound sounds alright. I mean, it's very similar to most of the Poco's entry-level to mid-range devices. Another thing I want to highlight here is actually in terms of the haptics engine. Yes, I do always test out haptics engines and I look for the best, but unfortunately the haptic engine on here is not the best. I think it is actually quite similar to the X3 Pro, which had the Z-axis linear haptic engine. So that's that. Alright guys, so now at the end of the day, bottom line is, should you go out and purchase the Poco X4 Pro? Now, in my opinion, if you are looking for a budget device, a 5G budget device that doesn't really break the bank at just RM999 or the actual price, I think it is still hardly convincing. Now, the fact is these days we are seeing a lot of manufacturers just coming out with new phones with better outlook designs, but with downgraded hardware on the inside. For example, this Poco X4 Pro here is packaged in a really nice design looking device. It looks great. It has an awesome display, 120Hz AMOLED display, but when you actually use it, you will feel that it is a bit laggy, jittery here and there. So it just doesn't give for a great experience, even if you have that awesome looking design together with that awesome display. So you guys tell me, will you actually sacrifice your user experience for something that actually looks better, for something that has a better display and faster charging speeds? Or do you actually still prioritize a better processor and a better user experience? Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about the Poco X4 Pro. I definitely want to know what you guys think. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I definitely appreciate all of you for staying up till the end. Now again, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to drop a like, sub to the channel, and I hope to see all of you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye!